Hello friends, this is Arado and I'm here to talk about the version 2 updates we just received. So as part of that, we have the Liam banner, the Igomahl banner, the Remembrance Battles, Weapon Forging, Promotion Exam, and the new Saga Arc Carnival event. For the Liam and Igomahl banner, it's worth to note that Liam is a meta character and definitely worth the pity. The main reason for that is he would be your main source of DPS whenever you're tackling hard contents or bosses, so that you can bring as much support characters as you can. And then everybody else from the two banners is a matter of preference. It depends on your box on whether you are missing certain elements for your damage like Pierce, Dark, and so on. One thing that's good with these two banners are the new off banners because all of them are really good characters. And it also introduces the new alternate weapons. So just to give an overview, so like say Final Emperor, so this style right here is a spear style. So he would be doing of course Pierce and Sun Element. He would be able to inherit existing skills he has from the greatsword styles, so he would be able to do pierce and slash damage accordingly, which is very strategic in a way. So, and more characters would have alternate weapons in the future, so stay tuned for that for the game. Now for the Remembrance Battles, this should be your top priority in clearing as much stages as possible before the end of month. It's because the game gives us the exchange currencies every start of month, depending on how much stages that we have completed. Just to give you an overview with what you need for these battles, so you need stun for Kazinsi, you need paralyze for Real Queen, and then of course you are locked with using characters based off the weapon configuration they have, like Polka would be with sword and he can't participate in great sword battles. And then later on there would be a third battle would be with Deathmaster, and it is a battle of DPS, and it's really good to have a row DPS for that battle so that you can clear it faster. Also next month for August, JP will have new enemies for the Remembrance Battles. The reason for doing this is because the Remembrance Battle weapons are the strongest thus far in the game. Even though you can forge like 99% bonus, the Remembrance Battle would still be doing the better damage because of higher weapon power. And personally, I would suggest to upgrade gun so that you would be having Liam and then you have the gun, so you can just breeze through some of the hard contents with how Liam works as a DPS. Next is our new favorite activity in the game, weapon forging. You gather materials, you forge, and then you pray to RNG that the bonuses that shows up are usable by one or more characters you have. Currently, we only have two weapons we can craft, Ancient and Black Iron. The main difference between the two is the series bonus. One or the other doesn't have the series bonus for the former or the latter. One thing to target for this is to go for at least 65 to 70% bonus. That's really good enough damage for you to do, to be able to keep up with how the game is making the enemies bulkier now. If you would like to target high percentage, it would be 75 to 85%. That's more or less doable, rather than the 99% ones like single element kind. And then lastly, for crafting a weapon, personally, like say for guns, because I have melee, that I pick an elemental hidden stat. Like for gun, I would pick Light Plus because I wanted to craft a gun for melee And then if there is a gun that shows up that's say usable for Emilia or Rufus, that they would still be able to use it just with less dex, and that's not a big problem either. Lastly, we're gonna cover the promotion exam and the new Saga Arc event. So for promotion exam, there's really no wrong answer with who you pick to promote. So just pick your favorite and then go for it. It would just use 20k style points, I believe, and then it will use up some of the scrolls that we get from daily login and the daily dojo that Azami has. So the max that you can get is 5%, and it goes at a character level. So say you go for matriarch, if you go 5% for one of her style, it would be carried over to all of her styles. And then the scrolls can be obtained through future events, usually through the grinding events or some of the DPS check events. The new Saga Arc event, the main goal for this is mainly to get Igomahl and the limited equipment. I suggest to just do the daily needed battles just so you can get the extra aurum and the weapon crafting materials that you can get, and then go back to main quest to gather more materials. I think that would be the most effective way of farming, because especially right now that we are just starting with the crafting weapons, that you would need to grind and gather a lot of the materials so that you can get those good options for your team. Well, yeah, that's the version 2 updates we have. I hope you are able to keep up with the game, especially at this point where, you know, the demand for grinding is a lot because of the new materials. But, you know, grind whatever you can and always have fun. That's the main reason why you're playing the game, right? Right. Thank you so much, everyone, and let me know what you think of my first audio video.